all that much different? Maybe just not dropping into coverage. I mean, is it that simple?
That's it. The buck drops, the end doesn't. It's that simple. The buck is a little bit more hybrid, athletic, smaller defensive end that can do something in coverage.
Let's talk about Tyler then and kind of what he did to show you guys maybe and earn that opportunity.
Well, Coach Slaughter does a great job working with these guys, and he showed what we wanted at that position. He did a good job, and every day we're competing for every job out there, and he's just competing enough to earn the starting job.
You guys said before the spring that the depth chart wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. I guess he's a prime example of that, going from third buck to a starter in 2-3 weeks.
No question. I mean, all we did was put guys in just to start the line, but once we started practice, we moved the line around, and that's they actually did it, not us. They can control their playing time. We don't.
Just talked to Coach Slaughter about Tyler, and he said that really it's kind of a misnomer to call him a pure end at this point, that he's still going to bounce back and forth a lot. How do you make those decisions about when he's going to line up at buck, when he's going to come down?
Based on who we're playing and the scheme that we have for that week. It'll be a week-to-week thing in the fall on how we use him.
So it's not so much within the game that one series
No,
he'll be.
it could also be a package within the game, yes.
What have you seen out of your linebackers? Who's stepping up and showing you guys a little leadership,
Barber and Bruce have sort of taken the lead there, but they're all so young. I mean, we sat in there as a staff and realized how young our defense is, and it's amazing that they're all either freshmen, redshirt freshmen, or sophomores. And they have a lot to learn, but, Coach does a great job with them, just like Coach Slaughter does, and I think Coach Patterson will have the right guys by fall.
I know you've answered this before, but I mean, in terms of Big 12 play, you've been there, you've seen it before. Are you coaching these guys any differently? Are you teaching them things any differently than they've done in the past?
Well, we're trying to teach scheme right now, but like I've said, going against our offense is the best scout team we can entering the Big 12. I mean, we get to go against one of the best offenses in the country that is simulating what we're going to see probably 8 weeks out of the year.
I heard you at one point, probably part of the scrimmage that we were already supposed to have left, but I heard you say that that they were missing tackles. Are you seeing that as something that's a problem?
Yes, yeah. We missed way too many tackles. We're going against some really skilled players, but I'll tell you one thing: as a defense as a whole, we're not a good tackling football team right now, and that's something we need to work on.
Is it technique? Is it being in the right place, or what is it that's leading to that?
Well, they're in the right place for the most part, but they got to execute their tackle technique better and understand leverage and understand the sideline, and understand their teammates are on the other side of them and not overextend.
And can that maybe in some part be due to the fact that they're trying to tackle a Tavon or a Stedman? Or
there's no question. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to tackle him. I mean, he makes people miss going backwards. I've never seen a guy like him. I'm glad he's on our team.
Talk a little bit about the attacking mode of this defense and the style of this defense as compared to a reading defense like they had been in.
Well, we're going to blitz a lot, and we're going to try to bring a fourth or a fifth or a sixth guy 80% of the time. And what that does is hopefully get the ball out of the quarterback's hand quicker. And when you attack the quarterback, he's got to react quicker, and hopefully that'll give us a chance to create more turnovers.
It requires an awful lot of one-on-one coverage. So I know you want to get rid of it quick, but you still have to cover.
That's the give and take. That's the give and take. You got to be able to be good enough back there if they do pick it up and be able to cover.
So in the perfect scheme, you would have a lot of losses, a lot of hurries, and some turnovers out of that.
No question. No question.
Running game. How do you attack the running game?
Well, again, it goes back, week to week what you're facing, but we're set up to be able to come from either side to bring extra pressure to stop the running game and to disrupt or wreck the front up enough where that running back's got to make a decision on the run.
What is the roots of this? I mean, of the defense? Where does it come from?
We're sort of making it up.
Making it up as you go.
We are.
With some guidance from somewhere.
We're 3-4 and 4-3. We're combining them both, and we're learning as coaches on the run what we can do and what we can't do, and obviously what our players can do. But we're going to settle on a base front and coverage. By the end of spring, we should know exactly what we can do.
Would it be unique, you think? I mean, or when you say you're making it up, would it be unique, or would it just be hybrid, maybe a little bit?
Well, hopefully it's unique, and that way it give other people some problems. But there are other people who do it, and we pattern ourselves after other people in some things, and then we do things that we think our kids can do in other phases.
Got to fit in the skills.
That's right.
the whole theme of forcing turnovers does seem to be a big theme for this defense. You obviously at Oklahoma State had a lot of success with that last year and really the years before. What do you do as a defense to make that happen? I mean, some of it's not just happenstance when you put it together for 3 or 4 years in a row, I would assume.
Well, we harp on it, we teach it, we preach it, we drill it, and everybody is aware of if we can give our offense 3 more possessions a game, we're going to have a lot better opportunity to win the football game. So we have a drill at the end of practice each day. That's a turnover drill, and hopefully we implement those drills in practice, and it reminds them every day how we can disrupt the football.
Beyond just teaching guys to strip the football or whatever, though, I mean, what do you do schematically to do that? Is that where the aggressive mindset comes from, that you try to force some erratic passes by getting the backfield?
Yeah, by disguising and attacking, you try to create confusion where the quarterback may throw it in a place where he thinks he has something that he really doesn't, and that's really the basics of it.
Was that the case at Oklahoma State? Is that sort of what?
I think our kids really worked hard at stripping football, and they worked hard at attacking it, and it paid dividends for us.
Thank you.